Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me okay? Check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, chat? Can you guys hear me? All right, all right. That's what I like to hear. What's going on? What's going on, guys? Saturday night. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just a second here. I'm going to tweet out this show. Let people know it's started. Okay, okay. 1 second, guys. Just making a little bit of an adjustment. Awesome, awesome. What's good? What's good? What's going on, guys? We got Northwoods in here. We got Untold Stories. We got the legendary Lord Dadbot. Of course, Brad. Brad is song, Doge Dog. Unicornucopia. Welcome, welcome. People are slowly trickling in here. Right on, right on. I've got a lot to talk about tonight, guys. And I'm just pulling all that stuff up right now. Oh yeah, welcome Sushi Sniper. Love it. All right. Okay. All right. I'm set, guys. Yeah, and if the levels are, if you think the music's too loud or my voice is too loud or one of the others are too quiet, feel free to let me know. I'm still kind of like just getting a few of the basics down at the show. I did a test stream last night, and this is the first stream tonight since then. So, yeah, just feel free to let me know, guys. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Celeste. Right on. Lisa Marie, welcome, welcome. Awesome. So I'm going to just start into it, guys. There's a lot to talk about. First, it looks like it's a fair possibility that Dogecoin may be headed for an all-time high in the very near future. Right on. Good to hear, Lord Dadbot. Thank you for that. And this is courtesy of FX Street. They reported today. Dogecoin price forecast. Doge is back on track to hit all-time highs. Dogecoin price is bounded inside an ascending triangle pattern. On the 12-hour chart, several indicators show that the digital asset will have a lot of trouble breaking out. Nonetheless, Dogecoin remains volatile for the short term. So this is something I've been noticing too, that there's an ascending triangle pattern on the 12-hour chart. And right now it's carrying over. And what we're seeing, and that's when we're starting to see rise up towards that 6 cent level. But the thing is, right now it looks like there's little to no resistance ahead. Well, I wouldn't say no resistance, but very low resistance. So Since Doge has defended the lower boundary of the pattern, it's going to most likely rise to the top end, I'm predicting, of 6263 within the next couple days. Pythony, welcome. Awesome. So FX Street reports a breakout above the trend line of the pattern 6.2 to 6.3 should quickly drive Dogecoin prices towards, get this, an 8-cent margin with no difficulties. The in-out of the money around price chart adds credence to this outlook as it practically shows no barriers ahead. Now, I'm not quite seeing no barriers ahead, but I'm seeing very low resistance between getting to where we are now and that 8-cent point. And I think this is probable to happen this week. Very probable to happen this week. So the strongest resistance area that I've been seeing is between like 6.5 and 6.7, which means Doge could stall out there for a bit, but then after that, it's looking like 8 cents to me. So that's looking really good, you guys, and I think this very well may happen this week. Yeah, coins are a little bit down today, but coins were, for the last week, all crypto was up tremendously. If you ever get discouraged, just zoom out a little bit, guys. Zoom out. Get some perspective, right? Don't look on what just happens in one day. Look on what's happening with your investments for the last week. Look on the trajectory of your coins for the last month. Look on the trajectory of your coins for the last year. But I actually like days that I like when the whole crypto market takes a dive for a day or two. At that point, it's a really good time to reevaluate your portfolio, make some moves there, and to take advantage of the buys on coins you've been kind of watching but didn't want to invest until you found a good opportunity, good buy-in points, or to just add more on the Doge, you know? So next story, guys. Traders don't think Dogecoin will grow if Elon Musk stops tweeting about it. Okay, this comes courtesy of Yahoo Finance, and that is the title of the article. The meme-based cryptocurrency Dogecoin has made headlines across the world following a resounding price rally induced by tweets from Reddit's Wall Street bet traders and Tesla CEO Elon Musk. The reason why I bring this article up is because this article was written 1 week ago. 1 week ago. And that was traders don't think Dogecoin will grow if Elon stops tweeting about it. Well, what has this last week showed us? Doge has been pumping just fine in the total absence of Elon tweets. Doge has been pumping just fine in the total absence of Elon tweets. So, this article is already null and void. It's already been proven wrong. And to make it even more suspicious, it doesn't even have a name of an author. What did I tell you about that last night? The most suspicious articles in the finance community are the ones they don't show who wrote them. And this just comes courtesy of staff. I don't trust articles that were written by staff. Cynthia, welcome. Welcome, you guys. So I thought that was interesting. More and more analysts are predicting a huge breakout for the rest of the year for Ethereum. Bazinga reports, Bitcoin believers may have new reason to rejoice following the stimulus checks, but Ethereum has cases on its side. If that kind of runaway popularity doesn't move you in itself, consider it could translate into $40 billion running like a river directly from the stimulus package into Bitcoin. So this is something I've been talking about, and I've been tweeting about a bit. I really do think Ethereum is going to see some substantial growth towards the end of this month yet, if not into the next month. Jordan, welcome. CM Lamas, welcome. Lower music. Is the music too loud, guys? I'm happy to lower it. I'm happy to adjust levels for you. So from what I can tell, the main reasons why Ethereum could be breaking out and just skyrocketing the rest of the year are this. Firstly, the 2.0 update is supposed to remedy the tremendous gas fees that have been stagnating its growth, right? And the tech itself, which really has the potential in regards to being applicable for third-party transactions, such as like smart contracts. Okay, let me lower the music just a second, guys. Just a smidge. That should remedy it. So back to Ethereum. So the tech itself really has a lot of potential in regards to being applicable for third-party transactions, which is one of the main things that separates Ethereum from other cryptocurrencies. It kind of acts as can act as kind of like a third-party arbiter between smart contracts, used as smart contracts. So the demand for these types of business transactions are only going to increase within the crypto world. And they're often referred to as, I'm sure a term you guys have been noticing floating around more and more is DeFi. And what is DeFi? Let's see. Or you could just scream at us, Pythony says. Okay, levels are perfect. Okay. So DeFi is short for decentralized finance. It's basically just an umbrella term for a variety of financial applications within cryptocurrency or blockchain. And it's geared towards disrupting financial intermediaries. So if you're still confused by that, try to think of it this way. DeFi, it comes out of the inspiration of blockchain technology, and it allows several entities to hold on to a copy of a history of transactions, meaning it isn't controlled by a single central source. And why that's important is because centralized systems and gatekeepers can limit the speeds and of the transactions, while offering people that use them more control over their money. So, Ethereum, guys, keep a really close eye on Ethereum. I actually rolled over some more money into Ethereum. I've been holding on to modest investments in Ethereum, and now I'm making them less modest. To make things more interesting, Ethereum whales are refusing to sell. And if you guys think Doge has had a huge problem with whales, well, it pales in comparison to Ethereum's whale issue. Ethereum now has addresses with about that are about 10,000 in number. And those addresses hold nearly 68% of the total supply. So you're talking, that's right. Ethereum investments are comprised of 70% whales. I see this as encouraging in a way. Now, hear me out. if Ethereum can thrive and still manage to rocket when 68% of its its investments are from whales, then Doge certainly can overcome its problem. So according to latest data published by a crypto analytic firm, Ethereum whales are now holding on to the highest percentage of Ethereum since 2017, and will probably move from 68 to 70% within a month. But I almost think it doesn't matter for Ethereum at this point. I think the writing's on the wall. So for those of you holding on to Ethereum, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'd hold tight. Personally, I'm putting more money into Ethereum. I think it's going to be likely pretty explosive for Ethereum in the next 6 months. How long is Chinese? Okay. I predict Doge will climb up to 5.8 next week to the moon. Okay. Well, Doge right now is somewhere around there. So I don't think there's a whole lot of climbing to be done in that regard, in that context, right? Doge is hovering right about where you say it is. A little bit lower where you say it is. Last night, it just kissed a little bit over 6 cents. That was nice. That was nice. Billy Marcus, co-creator of Doge, just agreed to break his silence from interviews to be a guest on my friend Matt Wallace's AKA Final Stands live stream. And they confirmed this over the Twitter. CryptoFunk. Welcome. If you guys could just hit that like button if you haven't. Takes a split second of your time, doesn't cost you a dime. I appreciate that. We're just getting started here, so we got just a short list of subscribers and just trying to get the word out and doing what we can the grassroots way. Someone's made a website that it's pretty cool. It's a shop Doge directory of sorts. It's basically a compilation of all the retail businesses that accept Doge. So a lot of really cool businesses are on board. Let me pull up some. Actually, my business technically takes Doge. Doge directory. And the website is shopdoge.xyz. Here are some names of some businesses that accept Doge. Strange Donuts. I like that. I think that's a solid name for a donut dispensary. Strange Donuts. Kessler Collection. We've talked about that. They're a big luxury hotel group. Check out this one. Street Kitty Glass. Street Kitty Glass pops in color. We cater to a unique customer that demands a fun smoking experience. Guess what they specialize in? Toro Coffee. A bunch of CBD oils. So this website just got put together, guys. So I'm sure looks like the list is growing by the day. Peck's Peppers. Peck's Pepper Hot Sauce. The Art of Travel, Airbrush Customs, on and on. Anyway, I thought it was a cool idea. Strange Doge. Welcome, Jeremy. Welcome to the room. Robinhood's Vlad. You know Vlad. Vlad goes all in for Doge on Twitter. Vlad has recently taken to Twitter to post and repost Doge memes. All the way up to posting his face superimposed over Randy Macho Man Savage's head in a Slim Jim ad. What do we make of this, guys? Disingenuous pandering, or does Vlad perhaps know something we do not? Also, in my opinion, it's difficult to trust him. It's difficult for me to trust Vlad and Robinhood since they prohibited its users from buying Doge at its most advantageous moments, thus severely throttling the value of the coin. I didn't forget that. Zero, welcome to the room. Welcome. Jordan asks, how will you make a transaction with Doge to these businesses who accept Doge? Well, some of the businesses have the option built in their checkout, which at point you would use your wallet, your crypto wallet. But in person, it's a little trickier, but can be done. You can use, I think the latest Doge exclusive Doge wallet allows you to make retail transactions. Yeah. So that's how you do it in person. And then the retailer has like has their own like Doge wallet that's modified just for retailers. And then it automatically, and then the retailer will ring it up in USD, how much it would be after tax and what that would convert to in Doge. So furthermore, you guys, there's nothing written from Robinhood that doesn't assure that they will not do something like they did in the future, and again when the chips are down. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But there's nothing been put in writing to guarantee that Robinhood would not take away the ability to buy Doge when it rockets again. I mean, at the very least, they could put that in writing. But they haven't yet. You know, think back to that night, you guys. Think back to that night. When the first time when Elon tweeted about Doge. And you're looking at that chart, and it was just a vertical line, just skyrocketing from a little under 3 cents, I believe, to well over 8 cents. It showed no signs of slowing down until I started getting reports from people that they couldn't buy Doge. They were trying to buy. People were desperately trying to buy left and right. And Robinhood wouldn't let them buy. Robinhood wouldn't let them buy. So then that rocket started reversing. Right? I had a good friend who was trying to buy Doge at a lower market level when it started rocketing. And then Robinhood finally let him buy in like at 8.5 cents. And then, as you recall, over the next few days, Robinhood wasn't letting people buy Doge for the next couple days, just to make sure to twist the knife. Just to make sure we weren't going to get to the moon too quickly. Doji Dog says, good night. I felt like winning at first. And we were. And we would have gone on to win bigger and faster if it weren't for the market interference of Robinhood. If it weren't for the market interference of Robinhood. Furthermore, all this comes at a time when Robinhood is greatly expanding its presence in the crypto space. Vlad is hiring he's on a hiring spree basically to expanding his whole Robinhood's crypto division. So the thing is, Robinhood is still obviously a front runner and for new crypto investors. I mean, they obviously still are, but we are seeing a lot of people. The more people get educated about it, the more they tend to migrate to other platforms. And I get it. I get the appeal of Robinhood. Robinhood has a very attractive interface. Has a lot of ease of use. Diverse of gamers, welcome. But you guys, that ease of use, I mean, that's one of the main reasons why I always suggest Voyager to people coming out of Robinhood, because Voyager has a great interface for newer investors too. That it's just very intuitive. Things move very quickly too once you're in Voyager, as far as your deposits, your withdrawals, your transfers. Everything happens so quickly. It's incredibly efficient. And when you're looking at a particular coin, and you're looking at it, particularly when you've seen a coin at the beginning of catching some real fire, time is of the essence. You can't be put in like a cooling period or be put on pause or have you don't have a 2-day waiting period to transfer your funds over to make those decisions. You'll miss it. You'll certainly miss it in a couple days, and you'll definitely more likely miss it in a couple hours. So that's another reason why I like a platform like Voyager, because it just happens like that. And obviously, if any are interested, there's my code, I think, is in the description of the video, and you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin. So today is a holiday that I'm sure none of you have heard of before, because I just learned about it today. Mark says VGX token at a great discount at the moment. Absolutely. Right now is a great time to buy VGX. I'm a big fan of VGX. VGX, I put in regular investments in VGX. And if you get up to the 500 coin level on Voyager, you get 7%, 7 or 8%. I think they're up to 8 or 8.5% interest. It's the Persian New Year. Yes, that's true, but that's not what I was going to bring up. Hey, welcome back, Brazatodi Wawa. I remember you. Yeah, Crypto TV is no more, and this is my new show. So welcome. Today is Plan to Seed Day, and it's something that's been spearheaded by both Elon Musk's mother and Kimball Musk, which is his brother. That's pretty cool. I looked into it a little bit more. And basically the objectives of Plant to Seed Day is to basically encourage more people to grow their own food and create their own gardens, which increases the sustainability, and it's good for your health, obviously. And so what they do is they raise money to give the supplies and the abilities for families in need to build and create and keep up on their own gardens and grow their own food. Interesting idea. Lord Dabot says, move my savings to Voyager to collect 9% APR for SDC. Smart move, my man. That's what I did too. That's what I did as well. Northwoods, I planted a peach tree. Well, that's just peachy. That's just peachy, guys. Next story. New global currency. Cryptocurrency spending is on the rise as transactions grow 300% in the last 2 years. This comes from kitco.com, written by Niels Christensen. Bitcoin continues to attract a lot of investor attention following its recent new high above 61,000. However, one company says that the cryptocurrency market is more than just a momentum trade with crypto spending on the rise. Get this. According to a recent internal report to the world's largest crypto payment processor, Coin Payments, the first quarter of 2019 to the fourth quarter of 2020, the North American crypto market saw an over 300% increase in transactions as more businesses and merchants embrace digital currencies. There you have it, folks. Retail use of cryptocurrency in North America is up 300%. 300%. Excellent news. Jordan says he gets his peaches from Georgia. Doge seeds. Plant some Doge. Guys, feel free to share this stream out on Twitter or wherever else. Be great to get some more folks in here. Spread the word. It'd be awesome. Appreciate it. Next story. Over $2 million stolen through crypto-related, I'll use the word traps because YouTube could be pretty sensitive about using certain words. And what's interesting about this is this information just comes courtesy through the Vancouver police only. So the Vancouver Police Department reported that over $2 million were stolen in 1 week just in the Vancouver area through cryptocurrency. The word rhymes with Rams. Yeah, so you got to be careful, guys. And a lot of these that they're talking about are not only online, as we talked about yesterday on Twitter, but people are they're starting to do it through phone numbers now. But I just thought that was a pretty high number for one area. Next story, why a ban on cryptocurrency could have dire consequences in India. Well, of course, this comes from the Business Standard. Just like its disastrous predecessor, demonetization, banning cryptocurrency to fight quote-unquote black money would be like setting fire to a forest in order to smoke out a few sheep. That's really well put. And this comes courtesy of a guy with an Indian name that I'll probably butcher. But I'm going to try. It's written by Shruti Rajagopalan. If India proceeds with the rumored ban on cryptocurrency, it wouldn't be the country's first time to impose cryptocurrency controls. This time, however, a ban is even less likely to succeed, and the consequences for India's economy could be even more dire. The country shouldn't make the same mistake twice. I agree. He goes on to say, instead of criminalizing digital currencies, the government should take a hard look at India's restrictions on financial transactions and bring them in line with the changing world. Liberalization in 1991 made India a world leader in IT. Opening it up even further could place Indians where they belong, on the frontier of fintech innovation, not under suspicion. Well put. Kudos to that guy. he gets it, and he's a citizen of India, so he understands the situation even more than we do. Furthermore, guys, there's nearly 1.4 billion people in India. That would be a huge market for crypto to miss out on. This would affect us all if crypto gets banned in India. To put some perspective on it, the estimated amount of people in America right now is about 330 million. Which comes as a surprise to some people because we're kind of taught and given the impression through college and the media that we are this dominant global majority, when in reality, statistically, we're a minority by a long shot. As Americans and the West in general, on a global scale. Yeah, India is massive. That's why Jeremy says India is massive. That's why its spikes do so well around 3 a.m. Correct, Jeremy. Correctamundo. Kathy Woods predicts Tesla stock to be worth around $3,000 a share by 2025. Wow. Kathy's has a pretty good track record. I gotta admit, she's got a pretty good track record on predicting stocks. In a way, I do like her. In a way, she reminds me, in some ways, of a female Elon Musk. She is the CEO of ARK Investment Management. So right now, the last I looked, Tesla stock was sitting around $652. So is it too late to buy into Tesla? I would say absolutely not. And I would agree with Kathy's assessment that Tesla will see $3,000 a share by 2025. I don't think it'll take that long. Yeah, Kathy Wood, she's got a lot of moxie. She's got moxie. She shakes things up. And she's been a big proponent of digital decentralized currency. Yeah, it's been a while since Tesla fell down under that 600 mark. Well, I wouldn't say a while. What I meant to say is it happened around 3 weeks back, I'd say. But before that, it hadn't happened in a while. And it fell to about, I think it fell to about 580. So if you got the patience, those days do come around here and there. And I think it's a wise investment. I think Tesla's always a wise investment. Yeah, somebody emailed me about that, somebody messaged me on Twitter about that Doge remix. I did check it out, and I'm going to tweet something about it in the next couple days here. All that stuff definitely helps. Backcross Media. I'm so red today, gonna dump some alts and buy more Doge. I've had days where I've done that. Overall, you guys, the crypto market has been extremely bullish. And I expect to see big things towards the end of the month particularly for Ethereum, ENJ, Doge, and I think Storm will probably keep going. Turbine, welcome. Welcome, you guys. D-Man69, hey, Steve, glad you're on YouTube. Used your Voyager code and got the $25 a few days ago. Thanks, dude. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And for those of you who want to use my Voyager code, it's in the description of this video. Just right below. You know who I recently turned on to Voyager was Crypto Batman. And now he loves it. He loves it. And now he understands why I talk so much about it. Not because I'm sponsored, just because I just think it's an excellent platform. Johnny Yabera, thank you, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Johnny is a big supporter of the show, and he's followed me every step of the way since I parted ways with Crypto Show. Thank you, Johnny. Hey, RD, Mr. Crypto in the hizza. Good to see you. Good to see you, RD. RD is going to be a guest on here pretty soon. Speaking of guests, the only reason why I don't have guests on yet is because the program, the live stream program that I use, you guys, I'm on a MacBook because I have to stay on Mac because, and I know Mac is sometimes can pose some tricky challenges for live streaming, but I have to stay on a Mac because of all my music. All my music requires Logic. Logic is the main music program that I use and write and record on. So that kind of dictates the kind of computer I am on. But so I am still working out the logistics on being able to patch people through here. I would say I'm about a day away from finalizing it, where I can come. I'll be able to have things set up where I'll be able to bring on guests. So I'm hoping to bring on guests just within the next 2 days, and I'm definitely bringing on RD. Definitely bringing on RD. Yeah, going to be having on RD, going to have on Crypto Batman, going to have on Matt Wallace, going to have on the head of digital marketing for Voyager, to name a few. If you guys haven't hit that like button, please do it. It's the number one thing you can do on a small stream like mine to get the word out there, bump it up in the algorithms. Let's go. Let's go, you guys. Turbine says, we are here to help, Steve. Bro, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Luke. At the same time, I'm thankful for that opportunity on the Crypto Show, because it led me here, and it led me to meet a lot of new people and into you guys. So there's a silver lining to stuff like that, you know? Turbine says, damn, this channel about to blow up. I hope you're right. That'd be awesome. Beto. Welcome, Beto. Awesome. Good to see the RD crew up in here. Excellent, excellent. Tech the Taxi Guy. Look who's all coming out of the woodwork now. Now we're partying. Now we're partying. Is there sultry Steven Steele? Yeah, okay. You know who I haven't seen yet? There's a user, a YouTube user that goes by the name, and I've seen him on Crypto Batman streams, and he goes by the name Steven Steele's Jacket. I'm not sure if he knows I have my own stream yet. Yes, someone needs to track down Steven Steele's Jacket and tell him about my stream. Him or her. I'm looking at the Doge charting right now, you guys. The buys and sells. Looks like there's a bit more sells than buys right now. But it's looking pretty remarkably consistent right now. I don't expect it to make any big moves over the next hour. But that all could change with Doge. There's always the Elon factor. Always the Elon factor. You know who else we got to get in here is Emerald Evasion. Steven Steele Live needs Emerald Evasion. Siacoin, I like Siacoin. I don't have any money in it, not because I don't like it. It's just because I'm already invested in like a dozen coins, and I'm stretched. I'm stretched pretty thin right now. But if I can build enough capital in the near future, I will be investing in Siacoin. Awesome. Good to see the RD folks up in here. The elusive, mysterious Emerald Evasion. D-Man, I was just talking about that. D-Man says Vlad was tweeting about Doge earlier. I know. Some people think I was going too hard on him on Twitter. Some people think I go too hard on Vlad on Twitter, but I don't know, man. Honestly, I honestly feel that if it wasn't for the market manipulation of Robinhood, I think it's fairly probable to assume that Doge would be anywhere between 15 to 25 cents right now. Because if you recall, that rocket was going straight vertical. It wasn't leveling off and then going up. It was going straight vertical with no signs of slowing down. And then all of a sudden, Robinhood just put the absolute kibosh on it and suddenly prohibited all of its users from buying. What do you think that does? I'm not sure if everyone fully appreciates how significant that was. In a terrible way. And the thing is, Robinhood still hasn't put anything in writing that says they won't do that, that guarantees they wouldn't do something like that again. Now imagine the next time Doge like straight up rockets like that, and it will happen. It's just a matter of when. Now imagine if the day, let's say it's announced that Tesla is doing like a collaboration with Doge on the Dojo computer or something like that. And Doge starts just seeing that vertical rocket just soar. Who's to say that Vlad wouldn't do that again if he sees it cost him enough money? Good to see some OGs in here for sure. For sure. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I just got this tiny corner of the internet right now. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Gunman says, I don't believe Vlad. I think he's a snake. Beto says, hey, Steve, is your beard real? It's real, but I think it'd be way funnier if this whole time my beard was fake. I think that'd be way funnier. Beto says Vlad has a special place in my heart. That's exactly what I think, Jeremy. Jeremy says when it spiked to 8 cents, it would have kept going. Robinhood stole $2,000 from me that night when they stopped the sell and buy orders. That's the thing. It was still killing all the resistance, you guys. It was just shooting straight through. And I think I'm giving a modest estimation when I say that without market interference from Robinhood, we'd be looking at 15 cents to 25 cents market value of Doge. Awesome. Thank you, Beto. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're getting the band back together. Let's take a look at some other charts here, guys. Link is another one I've been watching, you guys. It's dangerous being on the stream. You guys are tripping, man. You guys are tripping. So what coins aside from Doge are interesting you guys right now? Let me know what's flicking your switch. Arc. Wreath. Ecomi. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Ecomi? Ecomi? Omi. 1. E&J, VT, yes, yes. Interesting, guys. Yeah, OneCoin I've been hearing lots about, the Harmony One. I know people are making good money off of that. And I was confused because the last time I heard about OneCoin was a total not credible coin. It was a total rip-off coin. But so I was like concerned, but then I realized it was a different thing. Link is another one I'm pulling up here. That's interesting to me. So the thing is, I am going to look into Omi. And then also, it seems like it's too late to get on the Harmony One bandwagon. It seems like I just get the impression that the returns aren't really there anymore. Like that ship's already sailed if you get in now. What do you guys think about that? I just get the impression that Jordan says Chainlink is a must. I agree. I think we're going to see a substantial rise in Chainlink in the near future. So guys, what we're looking at right now is Link. Anybody holding Link? Omi is one I need to take another look at and learn more about. But you guys put some real interesting ones out there. Most of them I'm pretty familiar with, but not all of them. Omi is one of those I'm not super familiar with. Reef I'm more familiar with now. Ecomi I'm not super familiar with. I got to do more homework with that. Everyone keeps talking about SafeMoon. What platforms in America can you buy SafeMoon on? Yeah, I'll follow up more with Omi, you guys, for sure. Oh, they're the same. Okay, thank you. Turbine says SafeMoon isn't on an exchange yet. We're super early on it. SafeMoon is anything but safe. That's the impression I got. I'm not saying it's not really going places. It just seems kind of risky. Sounds good, Lord Dadbot. Sounds good. So you guys, what do you think Vlad is up to with all this Doge, flagrant Doge embracement? What do you think he's up to? Do you think he knows something that we don't? How are y'all buying SafeMoon with a VPN? Diversive Gamer says Vlad has something tucked behind his trench coat. I always thought Vlad looks a lot like that character on the Harry Potter movies. You know what I'm talking about. Did anybody in here get in Chili's early on? I'd be curious to know that. Yeah, Zero. I suspect that's probably a pretty good take on what's going on. So let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. If someone gave you $500 right now, but to only spend on crypto, where would you put that $500? If you had to spend it right now on crypto. Doge. Always a good answer. Sia. Omi. More chain link. VGX at its price. Actually, that'd be pretty smart. Spending $500 on VGX right now at its current buy-in. So, those of you who are bullish on Reef, what do you make of this story where it's kind of recent thing where an $80 million deal between them and a investment firm unraveled Monday? Did you hear about that? Like where Reef appeared to reverse course on an over-the-counter deal for its tokens. And then halfway through, due to doubts, I'm just not sure what to make of that. Seems like a red flag, but waiting for the DeLorean and Wonder Woman to come out. What does that mean, Lord Dadbod? Oh, the NFT, you're talking about NFTs. Got it. Yep. So there's a really valuable DeLorean NFT right now you guys are talking about. Did you guys hear about how the Wu-Tang Clan have been like taking other people's art, digital art, and then like superimposing like Wu-Tang Clan like logos on them and then selling them as NFTs and not paying the original artists or crediting them? Pretty sketchy, man. I have to say. I like the Wu-Tang Clan a little less now. Like them a little less now. Oh, Vivi, which is a collectible. Yeah, I know Vivi. It was the collectible digital NFT app and license deals brand names, runs on the Omi blockchain. Got it. And that's why people are so hyped about Omi. That makes more sense now. Because Omi is just like neck deep in the NFT space. Oh, RD just inboxed me the DeLorean NFT that you guys are talking about. Yeah, it's pretty wild, you guys. Slim Jim just tweeted out wishing us meat dreams. Yeah, I've been hearing about those Batman NFTs, you guys. Just wild, just wild. Elon tweeted, let's check it out, guys. Let's check it out. Let's break away. It's just Elon responding to Prene Pato, and Elon's just responding to a video of his where he says, "What's the meaning of life? I came to a conclusion that what really matters is trying to understand the right questions to ask And the more that we can increase the scope and scale of human consciousness, to the better we are able to ask these questions. And then all Elon responded with was, this is important. But what's important too is that Elon is on Twitter right now. And I think we'll hear a bit more from him tonight. That's my hunch. That's my hunch. Jordan says he bought 5,000 chilies at 10 cents early March. Wow, dude. Good for you. Good foresight. Yeah, Uniswap, that's the move, right? Doge is starting to make some modest gains. It's at right at the precipice of a 5.9 right now, actually. Johnny Abera, I'm holding on to some ETH in my portfolio. Me too. I'm actually trying to get more capital together. If I'd have to have a couple good weeks in my own business to do this, but I think putting more money into Ethereum right now is a really good idea. Just my opinion. Folks, if you haven't hit that like button, I appreciate it. It takes a split second of your time, doesn't cost you a dime. Number one thing you can do to get this little tiny live stream that's still in its infancy up in those algorithms. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. So in other great news, Doge news today, Matt Wallace kind of did this improvisational kind of Doge party live stream that lasted a little bit over an hour. And obviously his ratings are through the roof. So he was able to leverage this and pull this off where, he literally just started the hashtag, told everyone just to push the hashtag Doge to the moon for an hour. And it's still hanging on the top trending on Twitter in the United States right now. And that was a few hours ago now that he ended that. And so I bring this up because I think it's just pretty extraordinary that how the powerful impact this community can really make on sculpting potential the narratives and directions of Doge. And we can apply that to other things as well, but he literally Matt Wallace coming on a live stream, telling everyone to tweet out hashtag Doge to the moon, and in less than a half hour, it became top trending on Twitter. Pretty extraordinary. Hit like for Daddy Steel, Jeremy says. Yeah, Matt's a great guy, and he's been super supportive of me, and both him and Crypto Batman, I got to give it up for those dudes. They've been real cool to me. Untold Story says, thinking about selling my BTT profits for ETH. Interesting move. It's bold, but I like it. You guys, I really think BTH, I think we could potentially see some real big gains in Ethereum even just by the end of this month, honestly. Even by the end of this month. And those reasons are, for the most part, they're twofold. The reasons why I think that's going to happen. You know, it's like I said, from what I can tell, the new update, ETH 2.0, it's going to remedy those tremendous gas fees that's the main thing that's been stagnating Ethereum's growth. And, you know, it also, the core of Ethereum has so much potential in regards to being applicable for third-party transactions and smart contracts. And now more companies and industries are starting to incorporate those contracts. And Ethereum, far and away, technologically, is the most well-equipped to step up to that role and fulfill that role right now. So I think once those gas fees comes down, between those gas fees coming down and just the explosion of DeFi and third-party transactions in the crypto world, I think it's going to spell big success for Ethereum in the near future. Jeremy says, eventually the time put out for the live stream will pay off. Are you thinking about doing a camera setup? I don't know if it'll pay off or not. I honestly don't know. We'll just have to see. I hope so. I really hope so, obviously. As far as a camera setup, yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. I do plan on coming on camera, getting on camera intermittently in the near future, yeah. I'm just kind of, honestly, I'm just kind of waiting to move into my new space first, which is pretty soon. Yeah, for the most part, I agree with the Untold Stories. All right, guys, another really important question I have for you. And I asked this last night, but tonight you have to come up with a different answer for those of you who were listening last night. I want everyone in the chat to name one of their just one of their top 5 80s movies. One of your top 5 80s movies. I'll put it in the chat. I think this could be it. This was pretty, got some interesting answers last night. Ooh, Halloween. That's a good one. I think the first Halloween is John Carpenter, if I'm not mistaken. Goonies. Ooh, Blade Runner. Blade Runner's definitely probably my favorite film of all time. The first one. I did like the second one though too. Goonies, awesome. Mannequin, yes. Mannequin's a very strange film, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's so cheesy, but in the best ways. But it's basically about a guy. Most of the movie is just about a guy that keeps getting caught dry humping a mannequin. Ooh, Wrath. That's an interesting pick. Karate Kid, yeah. I love the Karate Kid soundtrack. Cruel Summer by Bananarama. That's my jam. Cannonball Run, yes, yes. Nice. I guess I was right on the Carpenter thing. Thank you, Johnny. Ooh, They Live. Good pick, good pick. Another John Carpenter film. I love They Live. But Golden Child, Eddie Murphy is so good. Top Gun. Aren't they supposed to come out with a sequel really soon? Ooh, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I didn't expect that one. That's an interesting pick. Dirty Dancing. I have yet to encounter a chick on this planet who doesn't absolutely love Dirty Dancing. You know what would have made that movie so much more interesting, though? Is if instead of Patrick Swayze, they would have cast Rick Moranis. Still trying to think of my 80s pick movie for the night. I think I'm going to go with a movie called The Time Bandits. Anyone ever see that? Yeah, Ghostbusters is great. The Shining is great. Anybody ever see the Ghostbusters that came out in 2016? Not great. I like all three of the Back to the Futures. Honestly, I like all three of them. Rad is a great movie. I love Rad. Rad is such a good B movie. It has so many good one-liners in it. For those who aren't familiar, Rad was like a B movie about like BMX competition. I think my favorite line in Rad is, "You think you're so cool? Well, you're nothing compared to Bart Taylor." Breakfast Club, can't beat it. Welcome to the chat, Mike. I agree, Johnny Yabera. I agree, my man. Send Me an Angel. That was done by a European pop duo called Real Life. Real Life. Are you talking about Dirty Dancing, Jeremy? Ooh, Indiana Jones. Yes, I love Indiana Jones. I liked them all except the last one that came out, the whatever and the whatever, the like the crystal skulls. If anybody's been waiting to buy VGX, now would be a great time. It's very low. It's hovering at about $4.50, which is, to give you some perspective, it usually hovers around between closer to $6 to $7. So Gremlins is great. Gremlins, I think you could technically call Gremlins a Christmas movie. I love the Gremlins. Then there was Gremlins 2. Oh, so no, not Time Bend. It's a, I'm putting it in the chat, my favorite 80s movie of the night anyway. Time Bandits. It's a trip, man. It's a trip. Elon just tweeted out again. He was just responding actually to Kathy Wood. For those of you who got in here during the first hour of the show, that's when I covered all the more substantive stuff, and then I just kind of been hanging out since. I talked about Kathy Wood. I like Kathy. She's got good instincts, and she's predicting that Tesla's going to go to $3,000 a share by 2025. Anyway, she said Elon's newest tweet is responding to her. Kathy Wood said, I forgot to mention how scarce exponential growth opportunities are likely to become AIs, are likely to become as artificial intelligence creates more winner-take-all opportunities like autonomous taxi networks. Interesting. So Elon responds, when vast amounts of manufacturing are needed, as in robo-taxis, this slows down the rate of introduction. So maybe more like winner takes a quarter. So it sounds like Elon's concern is progressing too quickly, causing an overabundance of automation and the impacts that it would have on society. Yeah, so there's a lot of movies in the 80s about skiing, about downhill skiing. Anybody ever see the movie Better Off Dead with John Cusack? That has like one of the best 80s movie bullies, and he's like a ski captain. I'm convinced she can see in the future too. She has an extremely good track record on stock predictions. I haven't seen her comment much on crypto aside from Bitcoin, though. Drinking Theory Podcast, welcome to the stream. Quoting the Paper Out Boy from Better Off Dead. Ooh, Gleaming the Cube, good call. That's with, he was supposed to be the next Jack Nicholson. What was his name? And he just kind of disappeared off the map. I liked him. Christian Slater. That was like a real Hollywood take on skateboarding. Yeah, so you guys, the Doge is hanging out right at about 5.8. A lot of sells coming in through right now. But honestly, for me, I'm holding on to 130,000 Doge for the long haul. I have no plans on selling anytime soon. I do think it has a very promising future on a real wide scale. And for me, I don't even bother looking at the Doge charts too much because I'm just not even worried about it. I know it's got big plans, and I know it has a bright future. It's just a matter of letting it ride, letting it ride. All right, guys, then we're just going to do a visual change up. And replace our futuristic runner with an astronaut. How do you like them apples? Legion of Boom, welcome to the stream. Says, so glad you're on YouTube again. Enjoyed your professionalism and knowledge. This is even better than the other one you're on. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, guys. I really appreciate you guys seeking me out and finding me. I know it's not easy to do. So really appreciate it. Best thing you can do right now, until I can become a YouTube partner, which is still a long road ahead. You can't apply to become a YouTube partner until you have at least 1,000 subscribers, right? So right now I'm narrowing in on like 140. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and obviously like the stream. Those are the best things you can do for me. But thanks so much, Legion of Boom. I'm glad you found me. Crypto Doge Daddy says Doge is like a big girl in a low rider. She may be in for a bumpy ride, but she can take it. That's a very ridiculous analogy. I'm not saying it's inaccurate. I'm just saying it's ridiculous. Oh, you guys. You guys. Oh, Elon's replying to different people. Someone responded to Elon's response and said, "Boom, roasted." Elon's response was, "Not trying to roast, just being as literal as possible." And someone just invited Elon to a clubhouse stream where everyone just sits in silence. Which is pretty clever. Jeremy says, "I like the confident astronaut stride. Cool guys don't Doge boulders." I see what you did there, my friend. I see what you did there. Welcome, Frivera. Welcome to the stream. Seatbelt on, ready for the moon. You and me both. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. It's just not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Ian J will hit $2. Maybe may buy some then. I think Ian J is not only going to hit $2, I think it's going to see by the end of the year $5. I still think most people haven't received their stimulus money yet. How many people in the chat have already gotten your stimulus check in your bank account? I haven't gotten mine yet. Okay. Yeah, mixed. Looks about 50-50 on the stimuluses. Now, how many of you that got stimuluses have put it into crypto? And if so, what did you buy? What did you buy? Put some in USDC. Added more ADA and Doge. You know, that's a pretty, for crypto, that's pretty conservative, but very smart. D-man. Nice move, Celeste. Nice move. Now, in all honesty, guys, how many of you think that it's too late to get into SIA or Harmony One? Realistically. Legion of Boom says they spent all of their stimulus on Doge, ADA, VeChain, CKB, and Bit. Yeah, that was the impression I got. That SIA is still probably still a decent buy. Harmony One, I think the train's all gone. Northwood says it's never too late if you don't care. Well, I suppose that's true. Hey, welcome back, G3. Welcome back. You were right about VTHO. You were right. Do you think it's too late to get on H-bar? That's a good question. And one I don't know the answer to, frankly. I'm undecided whether I should get in on H-bar or not. I feel like it's too late. Yes, Mark. Steven is. Legion of Boom. This is, I had to look really hard to find this stuff because YouTube is super strict about music, so you have to make sure it's all copyright free and royalty free, and that you got permission. So I looked long and hard for like a lot of smaller kind of synthwavy artists that had some royalty free music. And there's one guy in particular that makes his own mixes that are royalty free, and I believe he does entire mixes that he composes himself. Let me see if I can find his name. Yeah, so he goes by the name Wingbat Audio, if you're interested. Wingbat Audio. Mark Lance, Steven will reach his goals. I will help. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I know I don't have any guests tonight, so we're just kind of hanging. I'm just kind of freestyling and shooting the breeze with y'all. I hope that's okay. One of the things I did want to accomplish with this channel is just give people a cool place to hang out and talk about crypto and just all sorts of stuff. But you guys are my core. So if you could just retweet the streams or just let people know about it, really appreciate it, because the truth is, most people that tuned into me on the last channel, they don't know where I went. They don't know that I exist still. They don't know that I set up a new channel. So I'm just trying to raise awareness. Help find the audience again. Yep. Well, Elon is certainly active right now on Twitter. I have a friend, a good friend of mine. He never drinks, but he called me up yesterday and he said, I actually got wasted and I was by myself. And I said, oh my gosh. He says, yeah, it was awful. I couldn't believe what happened. I blew chunks. I blew chunks everywhere. I said, well, that's not uncommon, especially for someone with a low alcohol tolerance that doesn't drink very often. That doesn't come as a surprise at all. He says, that doesn't come as a surprise for you that I blew chunks? And I just said, no, it really doesn't, considering your previous lack of history with alcohol use. And he said, you don't understand. Chunks is my dog. Ba-doom. Turbine says, I'm looking to get into more Uniswap. I love the tech. It is really cool. Jeremy asks, why do I feel Harmony 1 is past its a fair buy-in? It's considered the most undervalued in the market right now. I don't really have a good logical reason for you, Jeremy. For me, it's just a gut feeling. And sometimes I just operate on gut feelings in the crypto space. And that's a gut feeling I have right now. My gut feeling is telling me that it's peaked for now, but could very well pick up again. That's the joke. That's the joke. You guys. What about VTHO? Do you think would be too late for a new investor to get into VTHO? You think the entry point is logical right now or not? Turbine asks, Stephen Steele, have you ever heard of this cool platform called Voyager? That's funny because anyone that knows me knows I'm extremely bullish on Voyager and I talk a lot about it. So, yeah, see what you did there. Someone's asking, can I recommend a really good up-to-date wallet to get? I would recommend the Ledger Nano S. It's a crypto hardware wallet, very secure. Trying to think of space restrictions on it. Now, it doesn't support every crypto, but it supports, I think it's up to about 40. Including the Doge. Drink and a Theory podcast. I got Voyager because of you. I love it. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Honestly, most people that I turn on to Voyager just they don't go back. They don't go back. They love it. Voyager's real tough to beat. Got your own personal wallet and keys. Everything operates super fast. Ease of use. Very intuitive, user-friendly layout. Jonathan says, showed my friend who works for Wells Fargo the interest on USD for Voyager today, and he was super shocked. I bet he was. Yeah, Voyager's lightning quick. I agree. Mark says Voyager desktop platform is going to be a game changer when released. Absolutely. It really is. That's going to be, when they finish that, I think it's going to be major. They have a lot of major plans, Voyager. I think they want to be your bank. Anyone have any thoughts on BNB token? I don't. I used to follow BNB, but I haven't for a while. Steven Steele, you got any Voyager stock? I sure do. I own about, right now I own about 250 VGX tokens. The CEO of Voyager, he's very sharp. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's very calculated. He's very on top of it. Where is Kenny G? Wasn't that his big, massive hit? Kenny G's got the long curly hair. Crypto Doge says, "Good night, everyone. Me and Chunks are going to bed." Very good. Thanks for joining us, Crypto Doge. Hope to see you back real soon. Thanks for coming through, man. Jeremy says BNB makes me uneasy, basically centralizing a decentralized system. Eesh, that does sound pretty dodgy to me. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of why we're doing what we do. I keep forgetting I'm not in love anymore. I keep forgetting. I actually really like Michael McDonald. Things will never be the same again. All right, I guess G3 is out. See you, man. I think Kenny G I suspect he does just fine in that department, even still to this day. Ooh, Tom McDonald, the rapper, right? I can't I can't get too far deep with you guys with the Kenny G. And Doge the Moon is still a top trending hashtag on Twitter, guys. And I just heard 3 gunshots outside my window. That's nice. Most predictions are putting Bitcoin at 100,000 within the next 12 months. Legion of Boom, Steven, you got a schedule for when you're going to be live, or is it a play it by ear kind of thing for now? It's a little both. Honestly, I'm going to predominantly be a night streamer. I'll probably usually go on around 10ish p.m. But my next priority right now is just finishing my streaming capability set up so I can have guests. So I can put some guests on tap, and I think well, it'll make a better show. But I'm planning on, overall, I think I'm planning on streaming about 4 nights a week. Maybe 5 sometimes. remember one time back in the day, I used to take old Italian scooters like Vespas and Lambrettas, and I used to restore them and fix them up and clean up the engines and give them nice paint jobs, and they just looked awesome. And I'd flip them. I'd flip them on eBay. And I was out on a date with this woman on one of my Vespas before I sold it, after I just restored it. And I needed to give it a wash because I was going to deliver that bike tomorrow to a customer in one of the more posh suburbs. So I was on a date with this girl on this Vespa scooter, and we stopped at this, what I thought was strictly a manual car wash. And so we were inside this like cement block, and I was like washing the scooter with one of those like high pressure wash things, right? You feel me? And then I was like drying it, and then I was going to put a little wax on it. Well, all of a sudden it happened so quickly while we were in there. I don't know what happened. It was like this weird malfunction, but both of the garage doors like closed on us on both sides, so we were trapped in there. And then it just started cycling through this like automatic really high pressure car wash. And so we were both getting just pounded with super high pressure wash and all these multicolored soaps. And and this poor girl, she's a beautiful girl, and she was all dolled up and everything. And I don't think she'd ever been through anything like that before. I know I certainly hadn't. But yeah, by the time it was done, we looked like a couple of drowned rats, except we were extra sudsy. So had to drive straight home and shower up and get all the soap off us. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, kinda, Jeremy. Yeah, it kind of felt that way. And guys, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of the show. I mean, once I get things more structured and get my guests going and get things moving a little more, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. But if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. It's probably the best thing you can do right now to support the channel. I didn't skip that part. We didn't sudsy make love. We were both kind of in shock. Wasn't the first thing that came to mind. It wasn't as sexy as it was abrasive. It was a very abrasive experience. I wonder how the guy that is down 30K on options as of yesterday hopes the man's all right. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, you're right. I remember now, G3. There's a guy in chat here yesterday. There's a guy here in chat yesterday, you guys, last night. He said he lost 30K on the market in one day. Yeah, he was bummed, man. He was real bummed. Yeah, I remember that guy. I recognized him from the previous channel. He used to be over there before here. Matt Wallace just asked Elon Musk to roast Jeff Bezos. Stephen, what is your ratio Bitcoin, Ethereum, alts? I can tell you what my general ratio is on my portfolio. I suppose I don't mind that. I'm about 55% Doge. And the rest is comprised, no, about 50% Doge, about 50% even. And the rest is comprised of Bitcoin, VGX, ENJ, USDC. I actually have quite a bit of USDC now, so I wouldn't even count that as part of my portfolio, my crypto portfolio, because it's stable coin. I don't even put it in the same category. OMG, I got back into Storm. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. CKB, Mana. I got some ADA. I got some Polkadot. Got Ethereum. Yeah. And I think a lot of these cryptos, I think, like I often say, I think history's going to look back at this time in 2020 and still consider this time in our history to be a ground level, getting in on ground level in crypto. So I think we're still pretty fortunate. Because I don't think it's always going to be that way at all. I think a lot of these coins are going to increase significantly in value over time. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Doge, ADA, out of the link chain stuff. To use the CoinMaker app, not much. Let's see where we're at on subscribers, guys. Ooh, 145. Let's get it to 150. That would make me happy. If we could just get it to 150 tonight, that would be awesome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If we can get that subscription just up to 150, that'd be great. Yeah, I do like CoinMarketCap. I just have had other priorities. Yeah, it sounds like you're using it in the most effective way possible. Oh yeah. Steven, have you tried bot trading? I have not. Is it just me, or is there a pattern developing where all coins are in the red on the weekend? Um, no, that's not just you. I I, I don't know if that's just coincidence though. Um, a little of both. But yeah, I have noticed that kind of thing lately. Oh yeah. I'm checking some market rates now. Looks like a few things have come up. Yeah, Bitcoin's hovering right about 57,000. The Doge is just right, almost exactly at 5.8 cents. Or should I say go on sale? Yes. I love sale days in crypto. Personally, I love when everything drops down a lot. I've made some of my most significant gains in crypto that way. Hmm. Jeremy says if Dogecoin spikes massively after Robinhood makes these wallets, quote unquote, I won't run my mouth. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna take a lot for me to put any trust in Robinhood or Vlad. I just feel like he's up to something dubious right now. XRP is moving. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, folks. Yeah, so XRP is up about a percentage in the last 20 minutes. And they have been up over 11% so far just today. So XRP, it could be moving in part, you guys, because it looks like from what I've seen, the more evidence that's coming out right now, it looks like that embattlement, that legal embattlement that they were engaged with the SEC is starting to fall apart, which is great news for those of you who are holding an XRP. Great news for those of you who are bullish on that. So, so maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. It's 12:35 p.m. / rather a.m. where I'm at. Just a little past 12:30 midnight. That puts you at about 10:35 p.m. on the West Coast and 1:35 p.m. on the East Coast. You're listening to a pretty mellow freestyle live stream on Steve Steele Live. Appreciate you hanging out, joining us, just cooling out. It's kind of cooling out tonight, checking some charts, shooting the breeze. Now let's see which coin is the biggest mover right now, like literally right now. It might be XRP today. BTT close behind. ENJ not too shabby. Oh yeah. Here's some interesting news, guys. Bank of Thailand plans to regulate asset-backed stablecoins this year after issuing a warning against Bayat-pegged stablecoin produced by a South Korea-based firm. Thailand plans to introduce a series of regulations for stablecoins in 2021. Oh boy. The plans are to regulate asset-backed and foreign currency-backed stablecoins and algorithmic stablecoins, but not decentralized cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin or Ether. For these, the bot stated that investors can weigh their own risks. Oh, that's good. Okay. That's good news. So it looks like they're going to start more highly regulating the stablecoins in Thailand, but leave the decentralized coins alone. Not nearly as bad as I first thought. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wind it down here for tonight. I'm kind of tired. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I got to kind of catch up a bit. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm sure there will be later ones in the near future. This is actually calling it early for me, but we're gonna have later ones in the future for sure. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I will be back real soon, and I hope to see you guys back here real soon as well. And I'll be back with guests and just more interesting information and fun in the real near future. But thank you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.